Earlier this month at SIGGRAPH 2025 conference, Wacom, the famous pen tablet maker, announced that it has become the latest corporate patron of the Blender Development Fund. This upgrade from Wacom's previous gold tier sponsorship was reviewed alongside plans for the next generation of Blender experience on Android tablets, and it means an extra $200,000 per year going into Blender's Development Fund budget. In other words, Wacom is dramatically increasing its support for Blender, making it one of the top financial backers of Blender, and I think they really deserve that. Or should I say, they really needed that, because this can pay for about 3 full-time developers. And by the way, Corporate Patron is Blender's highest sponsorship tier, requiring $240,000 of annual contribution. And by jumping from $30,000 a year at the gold level to $240,000 a year as a patron, Wacom has actually increased its contribution to about 8-fold. For context, as I said before, it's gonna pay for about 3 developers working full-time. And this move puts Wacom in an exclusive club of top Blender donors. Until now, only 3 companies, including Epic Games, Qualcomm, and Pico, have been corporate patrons at this level. It is a big deal for Blender's Development Fund, which relies on such contributions to drive core development. So the question now is, why is Wacom doing that? I think a key reason is Blender's push into mobile and tablet platforms. The Blender Foundation is actively working to bring Blender to devices like Apple iPad, Microsoft Surface, Huawei's MatePad, and Wacom's new Moving Ink tablet, which are all part of making 3D creation more accessible to everyone on tablets and mobile devices. So it is clear that Wacom, which is a pioneer in digital pen technology, it is clearly wanting to push creators onto these platforms. And as we all know, the company has long been a staple of the digital art community, because many Blender artists already use Wacom tablets for sculpting and texture painting, and it was already supporting Blender as a gold sponsor as we said. So by stepping up as a patron, Wacom is doubling down on the shared vision of Blender, or maybe just for their own benefit, but it helps everyone. In Wacom's own words, this collaboration reflects a shared commitment to empowering the creative community through more intuitive, high-performance tools. And Wacom is also evolving its own role in the industry, moving beyond just selling hardware into software partnerships, which is an interesting development, I would say. Both the Blender Foundation and Wacom are actually excited about this partnership, and I see it as a win-win situation. Blender Development Fund is getting the money, and Wacom itself is gonna get potential client from the Blender community. So it is a major win-win. Wacom's own CEO actually highlighted the deep, shared understanding between Blender and Wacom, and their joint passion for the creative community. Beyond the corporate jargon, I think that both Wacom and the Blender Foundation see the importance of this collaboration because it's gonna be benefiting everyone, including the Blender community, especially if they develop and customize their hardware with Blender in mind. The Blender Foundation's COO also said that collaborating with Wacom is a major step toward making Blender more intuitive on pen displays and touch devices. So both involved parties see this as a win for creators, and a way actually to push the software in the right direction. But what does that mean for Blender users and digital artists? For one, we can expect Blender to become much more pen and touch friendly. Wacom and Blender's developers will be working together to optimize Blender's pen input in addition to touch workflow. And a major goal in this partnership is developing the next generation of Blender experience on tablets, essentially a Blender that feels like at home on the touchscreen. In fact, Blender's tablet project is already underway. An iPad Pro version with Apple Pencil support is stated to come first, with an Android tablet support to follow. And I think Wacom's involvement should give a boost to the Android side especially. This is not a surprise, since Wacom's own Android-powered Moving Ink 11 was name-checked as a target device for Blender's mobile efforts. This means in the near future, you might run Blender on a Wacom tablet and sculpt or draw with a pen as naturally as you would with a mouse on a desktop. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to the channel to receive more news like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.